I'm talking about advocacy. A lot of advocacy has been put forward on the issue of remuneration of lawmakers. We'll talk about constituency allowances given to federal lawmakers. It's been a subject of never-ending controversy. How do you think these allowances could be better utilized for the masses and for a more impactful representation?
I want to tell you, there was a time in this country when we used to have toll gate. And people look at it that this money is going into one person's pocket and say, okay, let's put it in subsidy. He didn't stop it from going into people's pocket. So I'm trying to tell you here that it's not about the policy, it is about who are those people who are representing us. What is the individual made of? What is their track record? Do they know? You can't bring somebody who have not been able to make 2,000 to come and be handling 1 million. It will be very difficult. It's just like giving a cat a fish to keep. That is, and it's not about having the 1 million. How did you make it? If you have collected if you have stolen 1 million before and you are coming to where they have 20 million, one of my friends told me that a thief is a thief. That even if he has enough, he's still going to thief. The quality of thief, the tendency of stealing is in the person, not because people steal not because they have much, and people also give not because they have much. It's the tendency in them. So I keep repeating what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that what is it called? The constituency allowance. Even if you remove it, you are going to put it somewhere and somebody is going to eat it. The issue is, those people there, do they understand what the constituency allowance is meant for? Do they have idea of what they can use it for? In this your station, I have said how a constituency allowance could be redirected. It is about creativity and ingenuity. I said it. That's my own class in this legislative work, because it is already known that Nigeria don't have money. So you going to Senate thinking that you are going to make money, unless you can create, unless you can ingeniously utilize what is there, you are not going to make money. And if you can't ingeniously create, what do you advise the executive? To borrow money so that you people will be eating, because your interest, or the interest is just for us, for the legislators to be buoyant. But the legislator could be buoyant by recreating. I gave that example of how we can convert the road project, where I gave an example of if I have 500 million, that if I use 300 million, go and verify it. You can buy a grader at 150 million, buy a 30-ton tipper at around 40 million, buy a roller at around 70 million. If you put it together, it's about 300 million. The other 200 million is enough to diesel these two trucks to be grading the roads in that. In my, for instance, me, I have 102 wards. If they do it year in, year out, because the next year the same allocation is coming, nobody will have ungraded road in any of the. You now begin to see that if this is used this way, you are going to be clapping that this is used well. But in a situation where I use it to buy keke, park in my house, I will not share it until the next election. I will share it to a few people who the Igwes and the prominent